makes you matter. Things don't matter.
SYN and 1700 present Curtin Call, and I'm sitting here with one of the 4 acts, The Bean Project. Thanks for joining us, guys.
No problem.
Now tell me, how did The Bean Project come to start?
Well, we have a mutual friend. He was my best mate, and then we started a band actually, and then we wanted a horn in some of our stuff, and then so he's like, I know a horn player, and that was Brycey.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we started playing in bands. And then it eventuated into this.
Awesome, and we should say you're Ben, of course.
I am.
2 Bs. Now, you are currently working on an up-and-coming EP because you don't actually have any sort of music out. Could you tell me about that and sort of what the experience like is doing that?
We started like recording this sort of stuff for this EP in the middle of the year, so in the middle of 2014. And it took a long time because of sickness and us struggling with time because we're both students to actually find the time to record stuff and make it sound good, so we're happy with it. So we're still struggling to do that. We're just doing it in his house.
Okay.
Actually, big rooms, wooden sort of like house in the middle of the hills. So it sounds really cool, and I think it reflects us.
So you've sort of set up your own studio in the lounge room?
Yeah.
I love that.
Just a mic, essentially, and then yeah, there we go.
So who sort of does what? Do you sort of separate someone does lyrics, someone writes the music, or how does that sort of work between the both of you?
Generally, I'll write the music, like I'll write songs by myself, and then we'll bring them in and we'll workshop them. So Bryce will come up.
Let's have a little bit of improvise over the top and we work out what sounds cool.
Yeah. And do you have any influences when creating music? Like, is there someone who you think of when writing a song or writing music, or is it sort of just organic?
It's wow. It's interesting because we have very different influences.
Okay.
Like a lot of the stuff I listen to actually is like pretty hard rock sort of punky stuff.
Yeah.
And his influences are more.
Listen to a lot of jazz, but a lot of everything really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
And so I don't think either of those things reflect like what we end up sounding like.
Yeah.
So it's interesting how those things come together.
How would you describe your genre?
We've been struggling with it. It's probably a combination of folk, a little bit of bluesy sort of stuff, a little bit of jazzy stuff obviously from his influence, and just like acoustic, poppy, rocky sort of stuff. Yeah.
You're just the Bean Project genre.
Oh, something like that.
Now, you've just won an award, the Frozen Award, I believe. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, Freezer.
Fraser Award, sorry.
Freezer, that's it. So the Freezer stuff is run by the government, and that's a Battle of the Bands competition. Eventually, after like 3 or so rounds, there are 8 bands performing, and that's held at Moomba each year.
Sweet.
And then at the end of that, so if you win that, you get they do t-shirt runs, they do logo designs and that sort of stuff, and I think they produce some songs for you as well. Stuff like that. It's really it's super handy.
Sweet. So anyone can come down to Moomba next year and sort of watch you guys play.
Definitely.
Get down there, guys.
Get down.
Now, you've been doing sort of some live gigs around Melbourne. How's that been? And do you feel like you've been well received?
I think we have actually. It's been super. There's been great support, especially out in the hills. So because we're from Belgrave sort of area.
Belgrave, yeah.
And playing out there, there's a very distinct crowd that are all sort of there, and they've all been really supportive of us, and they've all sort of given us gigs and helped us in certain ways, and so we're super appreciative of that. And then moving into the city, it's hard to be such a small fish.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've sort of been well received, which is great, and it feels good to have people sort of listen.
Yeah, for sure. And do you guys busk or?
We do a little bit.
Yeah.
We've been trying.
Yeah.
Burke Street's the place to be. You've got
Burke
to get
Street.
down there.
See, we got to do it. Make some cash.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's a very trying endeavour.
Yeah. And with your live shows, because you haven't produced that much music and you're sort of on your way to that, do you play covers or do you sort of just have some sneaky songs up your sleeve?
You've got a couple of covers.
Yeah.
The main project is definitely original stuff.
Yeah. That's
occasionally
awesome.
we like to have fun with just songs that we know people will know. like songs from like TV shows when we were young and
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. Because people always like hearing those songs.
Yeah, like
wait,
what?
Wait a second, I know this tune. Oh, like,
Give
but
us
yeah,
some examples.
it's good fun.
What sort of songs?
Oh, we like to, I don't know, we like to keep it under wraps.
Oh,
in case you come and see us.
Okay, yeah,
no,
for sure.
Yeah, we do a cover of Cat Dog.
Okay.
The
Oh,
theme
that's
from
my
Cat Dog.
childhood right there.
Yeah, well, that's what we thought. We're like, oh, we love that song. It's actually
Yeah.
a really cool tune. Too.
Yeah.
So it's fun to have a muck around with.
And
Yeah.
what can we expect from
Okay.
your performance at Curtin Call?
Oh, I don't know. A lot of improvised horn,
Yeah.
a lot of smiles. I don't know. We just like to have fun on stage,
yeah.
on stage and try and do our songs justice if we can, and do other people's songs justice.
Sweet. And so once you do release this EP, are you planning on early next year, sort of?
Yeah, so early 2015 is the
2015.
goal. It's sort of been shifting month by month.
Yeah.
But yeah, we sort of want to have it done by the start of 2015.
Okay.
So we can make that like a hard-hitting year, and then we'll finish uni in 2016, and then like hopefully hit it really hard.
So you've still got how like long left of uni do you have?
We've both got a year left.
Wow. That's some hardcore cramming there then. Music and uni.
It'll be interesting.
Once you release the EP, would you like to go on tour and tour your stuff?
We would. We've sort of had some offers to go on tour with a couple of, with a band next year. We want to do that, but again, we don't have that much time.
Yeah.
So it's sort of hard while we're studying and being generally trying to make money and live. And
Yeah, for sure.
that sort of stuff.
Would a goal for the future maybe be getting sort of a record label in the mix, or would you like to stay independent?
It's a hard thing. Like, we don't really have that much. Like, we're not strictly, like, in terms of thought process, we're not strictly independent. We don't
Yeah.
really care about record labels as long as they let us do our thing.
Yeah.
And like don't, you know, as long as they make it sound how we want to make it sound.
Yeah.
We'd be totally cool to.
Because you often
do
hear
that.
people do release their first album, it's sort of natural and organic what you guys have created, and then the second album sometimes
Gets
they do like,
produced.
yeah, exactly.
Which is the problem. You got to keep it raw and,
do.
And true to what we want to do. Yeah.
For sure. Well, thanks so much for joining us, guys.
problem.
Make
Thanks
sure
for having
like your Facebook page,
Yeah.
and also Bandcamp is where you'll be able to find the EP once it's
Yeah,
released.
yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Sweet.
This is The Bean Project.
Dun, 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 dun. Beat me in the streets, in towns and big cities. I know to watch my back. I bleed the same shade of red. It's in your heart and in your head, but I can't bleed no more. It's in pieces. I can't bleed no more. No, I won't. No, I won't. I can't fit these scars. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Lately it's been hard. No, I won't. No, I won't. I can't fit these scars. Bum, bum, dun, 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 dun. Beating me in the streets, in towns and big cities. I know to watch my back. I bleed the same shade of red. It's in your heart and in your head, but I can't bleed no more. It's in pieces. Whoa. And I can't bleed no more. No, I won't. I can't be no more. No, I won't, no, I won't. 'Cause I can't fit these scars. Give.